Justin, obviously a pretty good night hitting for you at the plate. Really everybody at the plate. Tell us kind of what was working for you guys tonight.
Well, I think the main thing is with this team is whenever we stick to our approach, which sounds cliche, but it's really true. One thing, I mean, we got a ballpark that's great, hitters park sometimes, like tonight. So if we really just stick with our approach and focus on hitting line drives, middle of the field, not trying to do too much, then the big flies will come. So that's what Trout preaches, and everybody sticks to it, and rallies.
A little different from this weekend. Pitching helped y'all a little bit today. How does it feel to get that back from them today rather than this weekend?
It's good, I mean, it's baseball. Everybody struggles at times and stuff like that, but as hitters, we try to help our pitchers out as much as possible. And sometimes, they get out there and they fight, and sometimes just they don't have their stuff. Sometimes they do. Tonight they had it, so it was working.
Justin, it's your second Big 12 win of the season, and it's your first midweek win in a while. What does a game like this do for y'all's confidence?
It's great moving forward. After a week like this, it wasn't our best week. We competed hard against Southern, but fell short in the series. And I think it's just big coming back and playing a good team like that and getting a good dub. So it'll help our momentum going into this weekend. So try to carry it on.
Thoughts about tonight and a big win after a rough week?
Yeah, I think anytime you beat a Big 12 team is a good win, and any win in my opinion is a good win. So I thought it was a really good baseball game for us. We threw a lot of guys at the mound, a lot of young guys at the mound, and just anxious to see how they were going to show up in this environment. So they did a pretty good job. And so started with Otto with the start, and after kind of a rough first, he settled in the second, and then same thing with Loa, and then continued throughout. And so some big swings tonight. Guys started driving the baseball again, and that's fun to see when those guys start scoring, especially in those first 4 innings.
Yeah, Coach, tell us a little bit about how you wanted to handle the pitching tonight, letting kind of everybody doing it by committee, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have a plan. We knew Otto was only going to go 1 or 2 for us, and we kind of had a plan of guys behind him, but kind of the game was going to dictate the score, who we were going to bring in. And so really good to get Loa in there because we've been trying to see him because he's throwing the ball pretty well. And then Martinez is one of those guys that his numbers are actually pretty good right now, so we need to continue to build his innings up and get him going. He was going through an ankle injury there for a little while, and then to see those young guys there at the end to come in and throw strikes and get after it was good. You never know when you're going to need them, and so those guys got a little bit better today.
So first midweek win since Prairie View about a month ago. What kind of confidence does that bring to this team coming into next weekend?
Yeah, it's good. I feel like every week, we'd lose on Tuesday, and even though we work on flushing those losses and get into the next moment, you're playing week by week, and all of a sudden you're trying to catch that momentum again going to the weekend. And so with a short week going into Thursday, I think that'll carry over big. We'll go up there and practice tomorrow in Arlington, and then get ready for UTA, who's really good at home for a 3-game series.
Talking to Justin, he credited y'all's approach at the plate tonight for why you guys scored so many runs. Tell us a little bit about the approach and why you feel like that's really important for you guys' offense.
Yeah, we harp on it way more than mechanics. We harp on our approach all the time. What are we trying to do with the baseball? If you watch 6 BP, we have cones in the middle of the field. We're always trying to use the middle of the field. I mean, you have to hit it in there, but we're always trying to not to do too much. And, when those guys are hitting opposite field home run, they're truly buying into what we're trying to do. And so, with this group, the older they are, it's really about their approach. If they have a great approach, they're going to be in every at-bat and have a chance to do some damage. And so it's really fun when those guys get it going because you can see the damage they did there for the first 4 innings.
Yeah. And then, kind of like Kyle said, it's your second Big 12 win of the season. What do you feel like that says about this program?
Yeah, I mean, it was just another great win. And so, we expect to win these games. We feel like we're a really good team and have had really good success. But, yeah, it's always, a little bit more when you beat a Big 12 team because, you're beating the Power 5. And so, for us, it was just another good night of playing good baseball. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So, always a good to beat Baylor.
I know y'all have y'all's midnight rule, but looking forward to Thursday. How are y'all preparing for UTA?
Yeah, so tomorrow will be, get used to the surroundings. You're going on their field, back on grass and dirt again. So we'll get back and do a lot of defensive work tomorrow, and then get into their ballpark. Usually is not a big offensive ballpark, and so just getting used to your surroundings. You'll get there and work on double cuts and work on ground balls and pop-ups and getting off the mound and doing things that we're not going to get to do on the turf here. And so tomorrow is just kind of a work day, and then we'll really buy into the game plan starting on Thursday.